Hello, we made it to video 3, and if you're still hanging out with me, thank you so much for being here and listening. I hope everything I have talked about up until this point has been super helpful, insightful. I hope you're taking some notes and implementing them. So if you're here, video 3, we're almost to the end. Thanks for hanging out, listening to me talk, and if you're still here on video 3, then you obviously find this helpful and that I'm not too annoying, right? So today I'm going to talk about protecting your schedule and your time and your money and how you're going to deal with that stuff. So all of this does have to do with self-care because we are eliminating stress factors. Like one by one, we're just plucking away those little stress factors that are attacking us from the inside out, right? So if you are feeling, by the end of the week, you're just feeling stressed and irritable and unfocused, this is completely common. Studies show that after a 50-hour work week, our productivity and our output just plummet. They go straight downhill because all of the things we've been doing that building up, we are expending energy and the stress has built up. We've been moving, we've been creating, we've been like pouring into all this work. So by the end of the week, we are just spent, right? Well, protecting your schedule is about sometimes learning to say no. It's about like being protective of your time so you have time within those 50 hours, wherever it may be, to take a moment for yourself and to step back, and that's going to increase your productivity. That's going to increase your energy and your output and everything else that's going on. So that can be saying no to things can be really tough because one, we think about money. Two, we think about that's, upsetting our boss if you have a day job. These things can be really tough. So there's 3 ways you can protect your schedule. So one is the deferral. That's saying, I'm swamped right now, I just can't do it, but feel free to follow up with me next week or next month, and maybe some time's gonna open up. The second thing is a referral. Say, I don't feel like I can do it. Maybe I'm not qualified to do what you're asking for, but I know somebody who might be able to help you. So you're referring to somebody else. And number 3 is kind of similar to number 2, but that's the introduction. So saying this isn't maybe in my wheelhouse. This isn't exactly what I'm, the best at, but I know somebody who might be helpful. So you're introducing them to somebody else who can help them. So you're still being very helpful. You're still, providing them with some sort of alternative. And you are protecting your schedule and your time. You're not feeling overbooked, because when you're overbooked, you're overworked, and there's no room for self-care. So you really have to be intentional about protecting your schedule. So there is a balance. I don't know exactly what your work life is. If you're an entrepreneur, you're your own boss. You make the rules, you make the schedule. However, if you work for somebody else, that may be a little bit harder to say no. But if you are completely overwhelmed and have no time for yourself, you do need to have a conversation with your boss and talk out that schedule and work week. So one way to combat that is to add empty events into your schedule. Block that time off. Get it out of there. So this way that if a task takes longer, if something you're working on takes longer and you run over, you're not like, oh my gosh, I should have been on this call. And so make that room between your schedule. And then if you have that extra time, do something for yourself in that time. So if your task doesn't run over and you end up with a 5-minute slot, lay your butt on the floor and hang out for 5 minutes and breathe and get ready for the next thing that's coming at you. You do not constantly have to be go, 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 go. Okay, I promise you don't. So leave those blocks in there. Create some downtime in your schedule and devote those to activities that you enjoy, like reading a book or, catching up on your bachelorette. Like that's what I do. I have to catch up on my bachelorette. Just look outside and enjoy the world around you. Like block out time to do that stuff, you guys. Your calendar is your calendar and you are in control of what you put in it, where you're spending your time. So do everything you can to defend your time because we only have so much of it. And for the most part, that is in your control of where you're spending that time. So defend it and guard it. You know, it's very precious. So try blocking out time and try like keeping track of your time and seeing where you're spending the majority of your time at. And that can help you kind of prioritize where you want to be spending it and where maybe you can take some things out. So now that we talked about protecting your schedule and defending your time and defending your space, we're going to talk a little about the time and money, because they're kind of the same thing. So sometimes being busy feels good. We feel like we're productive, and I'm like, yeah, I'm knocking these things out left and right. And maybe that makes you feel successful because you are constantly working. Maybe that makes you feel successful. But are you actually getting anywhere in all of that time? Are you actually producing more and being productive? Or is that an illusion? Is that an illusion of progress because you're always busy? So that's something to evaluate and to look at and see. Because maybe you're putting off some of your goals and things that you really want to do, like things you want to accomplish, in exchange for marking things off your to-do list. Are you just doing them to do them and mark them off your list, but you're letting go of some of the goals and some of the big things that you really want to accomplish in your life? So that's something to think about and to really evaluate where you're spending your time. So sometimes this real progress, this real moving forward, if you're stuck somewhere, don't do anything. Being unproductive sometimes is the most productive thing you can do. That can give you progress because it gives you time to think about what you want, where you want to go, what you want to be doing. It gives you that space to really figure out where you're headed. You know, you don't leave on a road trip without knowing where you're going. You don't leave without having gas in your tank. So these are things that we have to do with our self-care as much as we do them in everything else in our lives, you know. So focus on the one big thing. If that's all it is today, is one big thing you do. Today, my big thing was getting this video done for you. I've been putting it off and so many things going on. And this was my one big thing. Once this is done, I'm accomplished. I've accomplished today. I have done something. I have accomplished my goal. So figure out the one big thing each day that will make you feel accomplished. And if that's all you get done, so be it. You have tomorrow, right? So figure out that one thing. This way, you're aware of what really matters. You're putting your priorities in perspective and you're moving forward. You're being productive. So that's a great place to start. We all are wasteful with our time every now and then. We are also wasteful with our money every now and then. So prioritize your time and your money. Don't be wasteful with your time and don't be wasteful with your money. Set those goals on both time and money. When we're stressed, it's common to go binge shopping, and that puts more stress on us, because then we're like, oh, then we have buyer's remorse and all this guilt around it. So learning to manage and learning to embrace self-care, you can start creating a budget with purpose. Even if the purpose is just getting out of debt, like you're creating a purpose, you're creating a goal around where you're wanting to spend your money, and you're creating this budget, right? Maybe you want to just feel secure. Maybe you just want a little bit of extra money in your savings account for, emergencies or travel or whatever it is that you want to do. So make a goal for yourself. Make it something that you really want, something that you have attachment to, you have an emotional attachment to. For me, it's paying off my student loans. The faster I can get those things gone, the happier I will be, I promise you. But taking care of your basic physical and emotional needs should really be the backbone of getting stuff done. Taking care of yourself is the backbone to getting things done. But ironically, when we're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, that's the first thing that we let go. That is the last thing on our minds. That is the easiest thing for us to let go. And it's gotten to the point that maybe you've forgotten what it feels like to take care of yourself. Like, maybe it's gotten to the point where you don't know the last time you've bought yourself something pretty. Maybe it's gotten to the point where you look in the mirror and you're not happy with what you see. Maybe you can't even look at yourself. Like, maybe if it's gotten to that point, I hope some of these things that we've talked about can help you. But moving forward, if you've got to that point, let me help you. Like, even if you haven't got to that point, don't let this be the end of the road and you're about to fall off. I mean, when you let self-care go for so long, it's something, you know, tragic, and something huge is just going to happen. And it's going to hit you in the face, and it's going to be like, dang, I wish I would have started this sooner. So if you have gotten to that point, if you are ready to take care of yourself, now is the time to do it. Don't keep waiting. Don't keep pushing yourself off, because you are the most important thing around. I mean, only you can do some things. Only you can be the mother to your children. Only you can run your business the way you want it to be ran. So put yourself first. Start taking care of yourself now. Don't wait until you have a health scare. Don't wait until you're on the edge and about to, you know, stick a toe over. Don't wait that far. If you feel like now you want to be better about taking care of yourself, if you feel like now is the time that you want to be serious and put your health, you know, make your health a priority, make yourself a priority, join my group. I mean, there's going to be a community of women who are supporting you. We're all in this together. We're going to work on all of these things we have talked about, from the mindset to the physical and nutritional and managing your time, and so many great things coming at you, surprises and educational materials and books. And this is stuff that you can carry with you for the rest of your life. And I just think that if you take this first step, you invest in yourself, and you put a little skin in the game, you're going to come out with amazing results, and you're going to learn things about yourself that you never even knew. It is really, truly a magical process, and it starts from within. And we are taking care of you from the bottom to the top. And I just cannot thank you enough for watching these videos. I will post a link to join my group below, and I can't wait to talk to you. If you have any questions about anything I have talked about today, and if you're ready to dive in and just go for it, let's get you signed up, because we are starting very soon, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to talk with you and meet you and get you on this most glorious self-care journey, and I cannot wait to see where you take your life. And you're about to implode with happiness and glowiness and so much goodness. I can't even wrap it into this video for you. So if you want to talk, let's set up a call. And if you're ready to just go for it, sign up today. I'm not kidding. It's going to be amazing. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for stopping by and listening to me ramble on for 13 minutes now. I am so passionate about this. I could talk about it forever and ever. Amen. So I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for stopping.